One TV special report.
Next is Barangay Drug Clearing Program. As of year 2025, natin na drug cleared na 6 additional. So total of 32 drug cleared barangays with 63% drug cleared status. Then last November 11, 2025, we successfully granted the retention of drug cleared status of 15 barangays from Barangay Balintawak, Bungbong, Cavite, Ligalunan, and Abdul Ali. And we're able to conduct or distribute also a 160 light stocks from batch 10, November 5, 2025 at Barangay Tabi. 70 beneficiaries at Woods, batch 11, February 16 at Barangay Bacolod. There were 15 piglets and 75 pairs of chicken, total of 90 beneficiaries. It was participated by the City Council under City Vice Mayor and First Julie. Then we're able to participate also with the Sikap Badak training, which is conducted by the Provincial Governor's Office and in coordination with the DILG Provincial Office. So it was attended by the Honorable Kalab Chairman, Attorney Samuel Manfentes, of course the Sangguniang Panglunsod POC, City Health Officer, Chief of Police, DILG, and of course the Cabinet Person. So the 255 barangay Badak members of 51 barangays of Osamis were able to attend also the said training, no, kay magpasalamat po sa atang City Mayor kay gi-grant kanamo ang request to support the financial assistance sa kanina training, in which natay 50% na gibayaran dito sa ilahang training. So this budget gikuha under sa City Anti-Drug Abuse Council, which is 637,500 pesos. It was attended also by the provincial governor from day 1 to day 2 na training sa Badak and City. So we're able to conduct activities in celebration sa Drug Abuse Prevention and Control Week. First is the display of DAPSI Week 2025 official banners. Ato na siyang ginadisplay nato siya sa mga public places such as the City Hall Ground, sa Ostrock, sa 50th District, the IBGP, Asenso Wellness Park, and Public Market. Then we're able to distribute and disseminate infographic materials also while nag-put up of banners together with the PNP. And also, we conducted physical and wellness activity through Zumba. So this is one important to the City Administrator. It was participated by the LG employee during the club retreat. Of course, with the special participations at the PNP personnel. And conducted anti-illegal drug awareness program through coordination and orientation, conduct symposiums at ang mga barangays. Then we successfully conducted and implemented the Barangay Drug Clearing Program through the conduct of CBDRP sa Barangay Doña Consuelo, in which still ongoing until March 29, 2026. So, nag-conduct with Badak orientation last February 13. Nag-assessment interview sa 4 out of 75 ka PWOD sa Doña Consuelo na ay present na 46 kabuok. We interviewed them. Then sa ilahang assessment, they find a score of low risk. So naara sila general intervention rin lang at the end. So we conducted also the drug testing, no, sa last February 20 28. So it was participated by the PDEA and PNP, also conducted by the City Health Officer and the MedTech. So all 46 nga PWODs nga na ato ang test is tested negative. Then the conduct plans and updates. First is the conduct of rehabilitation, reintegration, and anti-drug initiatives. So those are the following programs and services under the conduct. The intervention program, the CPTRP, the Balay Silangan and Aftercare program, in which the livelihood and the annual drug testing and monitoring of PWODs. Then, the application of drug clearing. So, naatay target na tulong ka barangay for drug clearing, no? Hopefully by April or May, ato silang drug clearing dito sa RSBDC, in which the 50th District, Barangay Bagakay, and Doña Consuelo. Then, the 17 drug-cleared barangays, need na to sila ma-retain nilang drug-cleared status also. Then, we already forwarded the letter of request for signature and for approval of the City Mayor para ma-forward na dito sa regional office para mag-grant ang ato ang clearance to proceed for the deliberation po. So these are the 19 remaining barangays sa dili pa drug cleared. So ang target na barangay 50 and so next is the program is already approved, but we revised the proposal sa changes sa ato ang schedule, in which April na target date is on May 19 to 22. Implementation of drug-free workplace. So last Friday, nag-attend ko og kaning seminar in regards to this one. So they mandated or ginawa nila to fully implement the drug-free workplace. So naman tayo city ordinance about the drug-free workplace. Ang atuan na lang is i-implement nato ang pagkandak sa drug testing, annual drug testing sa ato ang LGU employees, apil na nato ang mga officials. And then, with the drug testing facility, wala pa tayo MOA. So, ako lang is request na pa ang legal office or to draft ang MOA or to find inside ato ang drug testing facility na pwede ma-partner. Mr. Chair. The drug testing will ikuan sila nga dapat DOH accredited. So dili sa usa is Mars, Jean, dayon St. Joseph, pwede siya, dayon napod ang Padre Pio, mga hospitals and laboratories nga na accredited by DOH po to conduct drug testing. To coordinate with the LGU of Arqueta. So, naanatay, nagawas na ang ang resolution sa who will sign the MOA, Mr. Chair. Then, ang MOA na lang is the proper endorsement po dito sa Balay Silangan of Arqueta City. So, target endorsement of the MOA signing is on or before April sana para in-drug clearing. Madala na mo dito sa Regional Oversight Committee kay every drug clearing mo pinapangita sa PDEA o sa DOH po ang atuang MOA with Balay Silangan. And then, conduct of activities for the month of June sa DAPSI nato, sa idadalit nato mga celebration. So, we're planning to have again the Liga ng mga Bida, which is the PWODs and the PNP po. Then, lastly is to conduct activities for the month of November, celebration sa DAPSI Week. Dagan sa kabaguhan, droga, opisyulyaan, fun run. So, we will coordinate with this to the city administrator, nga tabangan ni sa coordinate anit, then also with the CADA committee sa City Council, City Health Office. And lastly po, mapasalamat po sa CADA Council Because kaning sa CBDRP nato, they are very active po no, in conducting the lectures, especially po sa ato ang taga City Health Office, sa PNP, sa PIDEA, sa CBRRMO, the BFP, of course the Red Cross, the CSWD po, and of course sa ato ang partner na religious sector, the NCP. So that's all for the product.
Thank you, ma'am. Do I hear you right sa concern law? Act 75, PWD's police sa proceeding sa program, police in apel, aham ba?
Out of 7546 na lang sila Mr. Chair, because during the validation niya, gikandak sa PNP together with the CADA, uban na Mr. Chair were already transferred to other address. Dahil ang uban po is patay na ang uban arrested, then naabot tayo did not exist or dili tagal sa ilahan. So na-identify na nato dahil nakapangayon po daw mga barangay certification kung asa to nag-transfer itong mga PWODs na wala na karon sa dunya konsulado.
Okay, thank you. Any other query from the members about the CADA report updates? I think this is none. So, proceed now to the day. Scheduled sa Series Customer Management Office for the quarterly fourth quarter accountability report. Invitation, Senator. Yang terlalu Senator yang make your presentation.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Once again, again, please. Salamat sa talang sa coverage organization sa akin mga bigyan ng status, accomplishments, the trainings, seminar clears and other activities, and issues and concerns and plans and programs. Please, next. Sa pagkakaroon namin, pulo ka out ito ka regular ways mga others sa sigari mo, naabot ay tulong ka sa programs sa pagkakaroon Office kami sa city, kami ito po is ang regular is nasa admin ang buhaan na dito sa operations. I-highlight mo ang communications because this is one of the facilitating factors na binasa ang connection ng barangays during sa mga pangitabo. Ang ito ang assets for that is anatay base radio, anatay operation center, na dinaan ng base, kanang itawag na pagkayusan alerto sa usamis. Nabot ay portable radios, unong bukong under sa personnel. Ang gigamit ang is kaning sa CTMS na frequency. Natay radio communications room, bunyan nabot ay unong lima kalapad. Fortunately, sa lima, duha lang ang service order. So, ako nag-i-order for isang mga communities. Accomplishments. Atong October, November and December, covering the last quarter of last year. Sa vehicular, na tayo total na vehicular accidents is 12 plus 6 plus 7. 25 accidents. Sa patient sa patient transport, covering last quarter of last year, tulad ay 17 cases. 5 incident na nagtulo, suicide na iupat na cases as of itong last quarter last year. Clean up operations na conduct na to is natay 8 operations. Hazard assessments na conduct na to sa barangay is natay 8. Medical first aid na natay 14. And trainings and seminars na conduct na to in the last quarter of last year is 14. Next slide, muna mga tulog irrigation. Next please. Next. Okay, so to sum it up, sa vehicular accidents and the 5 cases, patient transported, 26, fire incidents na nag-assist na together with the fire. tulong suicide incidents na tayo pa. 3 hazard cleanup operations, 8 hazard assessments, 8 medical first aid, 14 car cases, the training and seminars conducted, of course, together with our DIG also. So, natay 14 trainings. Issues and concerns. Unfortunately, ang sinaran mo is wala pa iwan. Anong ako ang kapaling ng building. So, we have included that concern sa ato ang annual investment programming of 2026. So, natay allocate for the construction of emergency operation center. And I say integrated na siya because we try to accommodate also the concerns of the PNP Maritime as well as the Coast Guard. So, kasi mag-approve siya, it will be an integrated emergency operations center. Ang atong target na area is katong area sa Arabian because wala pa yung occupied na doon. Another issue is the civil personnel needs technical trainings so and updates analysis on watershed substitutes or diving firefighting kung pa mga relevant trainings na fortunately ginakuhin sa itong mga partner agencies na ma-implement mo. Like sa Coast Guard, sa PNP Maritime, o sa PNP Maritime, yung mga trainings na ito. Plans and programs, okay. Na-mention na po kanina, construction sa Emergency Operations Center, additional purchase of kaning mga bagong mga klase sa radio, manpower competencies of disaster rescue situations, o additional manpower to operate the EOC 24/7. Anala, thank you very much.
Thank you, Sir Doctor. Any queries? Observations? Yes,
yes, sir. Without due respect, I'm not going to say can we this is a very perilous disaster stage, and there are a lot of vehicle accident and part ko na sa mga nabangkod na namin ako. Then with the help of Sir London, that hopefully we can purchase execution tools. Okay, because earthquake, actually there will be more earthquakes to come and there will be more establishments that will be devastated, and especially mga vehicles. So hopefully we can procure, and I would like to add up sa ilang plans to training, especially the training in search and rescue using excavation tools. Without due respect, Your Honor, wala ka ako concern. I hope that Sir London will agree with me. Thank you.
thank you, sir, for bringing that out. Sir, you may respond.
Yes, sir. Sir, thank you very much for reminding me. Video listening to my sir. There have been a lot of operations wherein we collaborated with the BFP. So, i-contribution na yung mga kakulang mo. So, hopefully, makakila na ito sa ito procurement na mag-program sa sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Honorable Sisson.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. I have a concern regarding the landslide prone areas mentioned by our CDRMO. Maybe he could come up with an area. We have this upcoming ordinance, Mr. Chair, on mandating requiring all establishment ng one polo maximum o polo ka trees or seedlings that plant growing, including all the schools na before sila graduate, at least all schools, all private and public schools, encouraging them na dapat na agi pag-plant ng trees as part sa requirements na to, just to comply with the ordinance that we're going to adopt and implement. With that, can our CDRO recommend a particular area, a landslide prone area, then part sa mitigating is kailangan pa magdanong so that ito na po ma-focus ang ato ang ordinance sa makining area hatamlan yun o mga trees. Is that possible, Mr. Chair?
Of course, that ordinance is still proposed, not yet enacted. Anyway, sir, for this one,
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Of course, it's part also of our sa naka-program ng mga activities no, kami sa greening program. So, we can assist in the identification of areas katong mga hazard, katong mga disaster-prone areas no, where we can recommend kung nasaan the best places to be prioritized for tree planting or, tree growing. No? So, kanang kulitin na siya. And rest assured na makakuha na siya because naka-program na siya ng activity ng for this year.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Dundon. In repairing, perhaps, Sir Dundon, it's opposite time for me to later reminder to you, your commitment to the mayor, you have commitment to the mayor regarding the, you have to inform him in case of overflows, flooding, inundation, other similar happenings in the area na kung ay sinilias man atong identify. So at least 5 areas identify, bisang 4 lang, inform is mayor na mahimong na din action na spirit classes, no? 4 out 7, 5 out 7, ma-inform naman siya para ma-spirit class tayo. Kaya kung duha lang, murag dilit na science, risky nga sign na will be released up to our responsive din. Kung upat na 5 na ka-areas, that might be risky sign na maharang ato mga responsive din. So, ma-declare na ang student classes. Just a little reminder, Sir Rudolph. Okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, thank you very much. So, if the other query will proceed to dito, the request for 1 day right shop to finalize contagion plans on earthquakes, dangers, landslide, and fire. Could you already ask the Register a 1 day right shop? Parang workshop na
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We requested for this activity because it is a very important part of the preparation of a contingency plan. We already coordinated with the Bureau of Fire Protection regarding the drafting of the fire contingency plan. But then the preparation has to be participated in by all stakeholders. No? So, for example, sa Bureau of Fire, sa fire contingency plan, dapat tayo siligang because dito rin may talo sa barangays. No? Dahil identify na po na ito ang mga katong hikahamyang hikayo sa sunod ng mga barangays. Like for example, kaning mga heavily congested areas na sa sentro. No? Although wala exempting sa fire noon because naagay yung tabo-tusukon na nag-inusalan na ito na wala. Magpunta sa silingan, takot bawal makakito sa ubang ng silingan. But then, it shows us, it gives us the wala yung exempted sa sunod. However, sa contingency plan, we look into the potential impact also of the kung dili siya sa ato ang sudyan ng Hitabo. Like for example, diri sa Aguada, no? Nagkita mo na to. So, sa mga other factors, sa mga at-risk, no? Kung sa mga na those are the things that we include in the preparation of the contingency plan. And also, ako lang itong iapin, kung sa mga role sa atong engineering, kung sa ubang mga agencies, no? So, nakakita siya, CSWD, na so dito sa plan, ma-define na siya. And in the right shop, naagyan, mapahitabo tanan ito, ma-participate din tanan ang mga inputs sa atong contingency plan, Mr. Chair. So, that's why I have the request for the approval of the this one-day right shop. Of course, prior to this, mahitabuan as we will require all the stakeholders na maghanap ng data para may input. Ayaw mo kabala ka because naalagin siya data na input na ito. Ako na lang is para mahuman siya so that we can have the official document, the contingency plans for fire, for landslide, rain-induced landslides, o kaning pinakabago, kaning ipangayo sa national government na dili sa tuwa, which is na-required, wala pa kayo na-compliant with the whole province, kaning earthquake, contingency plan, no? Mag-uli siya para sa tuwa. Okay. Sir. So, ang kita lang ito ng participants sa amin is, number 1 is, sa tanan niya, kasi sa tulog contingency plans na po ang finalize, ang Bureau of Fire, ang Liga, and of course, ang PNP. because there are also security concerns na i-address na dapat ma-appeal sa ito ang plan. No? The CSWDO, the City Engineering Office, the CPDO, the City Health Office, no, for health concerns, medical concerns, which will also be addressed by the SMLAW. So, i-appeal na ito SMLAW dito. Dayon, si Coast Guard, po si Coast Guard, PNP Maritime, sa City Planning, sa Philippine Army, no? Appeal ko na ito ang Philippine Army, and mention ko rin nga, kahong na po, dalihan na ba kayo dito sa City Day at sa members sa 9 of 3rd CDC, kining sa reservists. Kunya, one of the mandates mo ko, pero mo, swing ko ba ngayon, among the mandates sa CDRA mo is that i-accredit ang mga community disaster volunteers, which includes the Philippine Army Reservists. So, basin in the future, ma-attend mo yung mga concern. So, plus, ang CSO and SMLAW, those are the agencies that we hope to be participated. Makakapil sila tuloy sa finalization sa draft na ito sa council. District State sa ito, contingency plans. That's all, Mr.
Post date, dahil pusa sa date, 1 day rin. Kung saan yun, pupos.
The initial proposal ng date is within naman. However, because karong Marso is lahat activities, so we hope to have it by next, the second week of siguro mga April, sir, or last week.
April na.
But then, of course, sir, it will be subject to the approval of the executive, sir.
So, the original post date was March 18.
Yes, sir.
Then 9 of 3 is na March 25. So, it's nothing final. It is conversation sa tahan na it is po na yung ngalan.
Yes, sir. And also, we'll be distributing also, sir, the information or the data sheets or the data requirements from the participating entities, sir.
Okay, so ikaw na mo collaborate sa tahan entities for the 1 day workshop.
Yes, sir, with the permission of the council.
Okay. So, in other query, is there nothing you are saying us? Please, Doctor, the guy, nag-confess mo may.
Hi, good afternoon everyone. I'm Eugenia Arliani. Query lang, Mr. Chair, and also confirm lang ako kay Sir Dodon, Mr. Chair. Katubi daw na sila, I think there was already a plan made before. Kung kanini quick contingency plan right siya, mao ba ni ang updating atong sa CDRM nga there was a book bitaw nga gi-approval po nato before. There was a session before, Mr. Chair, and that book was a protocol kung unsay buhaton during a, I remember flooding ito because I was one of the chairman of one committee and of course together with the PNP, PFP, na nato yung mga committees kung asa ka na belong. Basically, nato siya, no, it was already aligned up. So, mo ako ipa-confirm ko, Mr. Chair, if this is the updating. Because if this is the updating, kung pwede, daloon itong libroha and we can revisit it again, i-include na kay, I remember, ang nakasulod ato is puro flooding. I think that was the biggest disaster mga 2 years ago. So may mga naka-focus siya on urban flooding and localized flooding. So, katutulad atong share line, and then there were committees already, naka-remember si Mambia. And then, kaning karon i-include na nato ang kaning earthquake, disasters, fire, other landslide or other disasters. So, katulong ko lang pa, Mr. Chair, if madayon tong sa write-up, i-update to na to tong, I don't know, I'm not really sure kung sa gitawag ato na Sir Don. I think it was a disaster plan book or something.
I know
Mr. Chair.
Can you verify, Sir Don?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Actually, thank you very much, Engineer Liani, for reminding us because contingency plan is not a fix na plano na siya because other changes na pinagkaroon bagong we are double timing our implementation of our planning diri sa city streets na to, like for example, improvements sa itong mga canals. So, naana siya effect mo. So, yes, there have been changes no, sa ato ang contingency plan for planning. Nya, most especially so, naghanap mga structures karon na kuan. Like for example, take note na dire-dire sa best pipe kuan kasi dali siya na mo kuan mo bahagya no dito sa San Antonio, sa Gamo. So those are things na dapat ma-update ko na ito, mag-input ato sa flood contingency plan. And sir, let me also i-appeal na to. I'm sorry, bakit ko nalimot pa. But then when I look at Tinsalanas at bang na si Ma'am Arlene, wala mag-yun, smile. May gani, smile. Appeal sa ato ang stakeholders sa planning, of course, ang ato ang DepEd. No? Labi na itong mga focal persons na itong sa schools no, nga nakaikuan. Appeal si DepEd yun, sir. Thank you very much, Mr.
Chairman, do I have any motion for approval of the one-day price up to finalize contingency plans on earthquake, reduce landslide and fire? Do I have any motion for
Move
approval?
to approve, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion for approval of one-day price up for contingency plans on earthquake, reduce landslide and fire. Duly seconded. Seconded. By Secretary Leroya and Honorable Danfield. Are there any comments, remarks, observations, or revisions to the motion? If there is none, the motion is carried. Thank you very much. You have your approval, Senator. Now we proceed to the next item on agenda, letter A, the utilization of the respective balance of the 2025 local service reduction management fund investment plan. In the in IP is represented by our senior administrator, Ma'am Tisay Wano. Ma'am Yapator.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. So once again, good afternoon, everyone. Our fifth agenda, I would like to move for the approval on the utilization of the unexpended balance of the 2025 Local Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Fund in the amount of 3.5 million. As the unexpended balance of the 2025 in the amount of 3.5 million, as certified by the City Accountant, Ma'am ECB Man, the City Budget Officer, Ma'am Evelyn Mamilda, and the City Treasurer, Ma'am Julie Faye Napikil. This shall be utilized for disaster risk reduction and management activities, including but not limited to the implementation of programs, projects, and activities aimed at disaster prevention, mitigation, preparedness, response, and rehabilitation in accordance with the LDRRM plan. So this 3.5 million will be for the procurement of disaster equipment, information and communication technology, rescue and transport vehicles for under the preparedness sector of our disaster plan. Mr. Chair.
Thank you, ma'am. There's a motion for approval to utilize our unexpended balance of the 2025 Local Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Fund investment plan. Do we have a second? Second. Seconded by Honorable Fiso and Honorable Danfield. Do we have any remarks, observations, or objections from the members? If there is none, the motion is carried. Thank you, ma'am. We now proceed to other matters. Other matters.
Mr. Chair.
Before that, Sir Angel, Nakayo, Sir Armin, Sir Angel.
This is in relation with the approval of the utilization of the unexpended balance of last year's budget. This is an addition, Mr. Chair. I'd like to move a resolution requesting the City Council for the approval of the utilization and authorization of the use of the funds. Because in the Public Act 10.121, there is also a need of the approval of the City Council in the utilization of the said unexpended balance. So, aside from the approval of the Council of the CPOC or the CDRMC, I would like to raise a motion or a resolution requesting the City Council for the approval of the utilization of the unexpended balance. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Anyway, almost the CDRMC will be responsible for action of concurrence. Also, the POC, conduct, DRMC, all will be put to the function for concurrence adoption. So that will satisfy a lot of motion. No need to send it. It will put out the City Council for concurrence. Thank you very much. Now we come to the matters. So, you know, the matters.
Mr. Chair, in order to further ensure and maintain a peace and order situation within the territorial jurisdiction of the city, and to combat forces and unlawful elements which are threatening to destroy the general public peace and order within the city, it is imperative that continued logistical and financial support should be provided to the law enforcement agencies for them to carry out their mandate of ensuring maintenance of peace and order. Mr. Chair, this logistical and financial support will enable us law enforcers to conduct confidential activities like intel and counterintelligence operation, as well as to implement various programs, projects, campaign against lawlessness and lawless elements involving intelligence operation. So, Mr. Chair, I move that this body pass a resolution granting authority to the City Mayor for the release of confidential funds and for the formulation and implementation of programs, projects, and activities relevant to the national security and the peace and order of Osac City. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Presented by Honorable Siso, Honorable John Bell, and Honorable Mampuano, and Honorable Carlas. May I hear any remarks, observations to the motion of Sir Harvey for the release of provincial funds for the purposes which he enumerated a while ago, or objections? The chair is none, the motion is carried. Thank you very much. Other matters. The chair welcomes other matters from the members of the three councils.
Sir.
Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Gilit lang yung kamay. Since naawag natin ng stakeholders pati na sa public safety, Mr. Chair, may request na with your approval na makamit niya with the key stakeholders labi na sa mga at mga planundas, Mr. Chair. So,
Your request is only stakeholder for members of the POC or one council?
Yeah, only. Yes, so sa response last time, siguro like the PNP, the Coast Guard, the Bureau of Fire, the City Health, and the Maritime.
So only the POC council and the CDRMC wala lang pagkakana?
Wala na, sir.
So, the POC council and the CDRMC yung request na posible sa Ocarandas.
Yes, sir. As per advice of our DLG officer, ang ginahin ko naman na sir, pass this special meetings lang para ma-discuss to prepare to draft the security plan.
So, mag-experimenting pa mo?
Yes, sir.
Kita, mag-experimenting ka.
Yes, sir.
Draft the special plan sa Ocarandas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, you have a motion?
I move that the selected agencies under the peace and order group to convene and draft the security plan for the Holy Week.
Can you specify the number of agencies? para klaro sa motion. Please,
Yes, sir, Mr. Chair. Of course, the leading agency for this is the Philippine National Police, the PNP, and also the PNP Maritime, the Philippine Coast Guard, the City Health Office, the Philippine Red Cross, yes, sir, the Philippine Red Cross and the City Health Office, Mr. Chair, and of course the CDRMO, and also the PNP. And, yes, ang liga, because pwede naman naghamin yung interview. Sorry.
Can you restate your motion para klaro sa transfer? Can you restate your motion, please?
I move, Mr. Chair, that we be allowed to convene and discuss the security plan for the coming holiday, Mr. Chair, which includes the offices that I have mentioned earlier, sir.
Is that your recommended?
Second.
Your recommended by Honorable Siso. Are there any comments, observations, remarks from members? Or objections? If there is none, the motion is carried. So, any other matters?
Mr. Chair, good afternoon once again. Na-mention sa atong CDR report na ang participation sa 903rd or the APISCOM, which is the auxiliary force of the Armed Forces of the Philippines at 903rd NRCDG. Situated at Sinangaban. Last 2 weeks, February, second week of February, nag-participate siya sa atong mayor and sa atong office with his intention, with their intention to be included as member in the CPOC, the City Peace and Order Council, and the CDRRMC, whereby one of their missions are provision of peace and order, disaster relief, rescue, support to socio-economic and aid in operational essentials. And we know for the fact that as parehas sa AFP, no? Parehas sila o mission mandates to provide security, safety sa atong sa ilang AOR, which ang Ato Rizal is under the AOR of the 903rd. In the person of Major Mark Anthony Aclo, Director 903rd CDC, 9RCDG, Camp Dominguez, Barangay Libertad, Bao, Sinangaban, Luzon, na appeal mo sa AOR. They wish to join, to be a member of this CPOC and CDRRC, and maybe we could contribute in the maintenance of peace and order and in the disaster. And
is that to be member of the three councils?
two councils, the CDRR and the CPOC. Mr. Chair.
Okay.
That is a motion, Mr. Chair.
Your motion is to include as member of the POC and CDRMC what's the particular term?
903rd CDC, 9rd CDG, led by Major Mark Anthony S. Aclo. Mr. Chair.
There's a motion by Sir Ezel to include as member of the POC and CDRMC the reservist group as named by Sir Ezel. Do I hear any second?
Second.
Seconded by Honorable Siso and Honorable Bill. And do I hear any remarks, submissions, comments from members?
Among the, thank you, Mr. Chair, among the mandates sa CDRMO under sa Office of Civil Defense is the ACDP, the Accreditation of Community Disaster Volunteers, of which it was also specifically mentioned ang accreditation of the reservists. So I'm very glad that the IMG officer has mentioned about that, sir, because we are mandate ko na nila sa among the primary mandates is the disaster response.
So you are also second motion, Sir Cross?
Yes, sir.
Including the second second motion? In other remarks, comments, exhibitions. The chair is not the motion of the chair is carried. Thank you very much. In other matters, as members wish to be informed, we will discuss about it. If there are none, there is none. Do I hear any motion? Honorable Johnson.
As usual, thank you, Mr. Chair. I move to adjourn the joint regular council meeting of the City Council, City Underground Office Council, and CTRRMC, Mr. Chair. So, Mr. Chair.
Thank you everyone for spending a little bit of time. Thank you very much.